supped on. Swift, I think, the players who's come off. Yep, just see down the bottom left. Rousing reception, big game play, good time to activate a sub.
Being sub's a difficult one in that you have to remain in the game but also not use your mental energy, I suppose. And so sitting on the bench, staying involved in what's happening, but also kind of trying to conserve energy. But again, you have to be ready to jump up at any moment.
Getting the message to come on. Duggan's been something of the game.
I'd like to think I'm a founding father of the substitute rule. Probably played my first 4 or 5 games as a sub.
So here he is in his first game, Andrew Gaff.
It's a pretty exhilarating role, especially as a young kid. You wait sort of 3 quarters normally and then get a go in the last quarter, and you feel like you're running on water a bit.
Gaff comes on the ground. The super sub kicks a super goal.
You're breezing past everyone because you're so much more fresher and you're able to get a few more kicks and hopefully have a bit of an impact. And it's something that's used quite strategically these days instead of its 4th year as a rule. And you see a lot of quick sort of midfielders played in that role, and it's something that is important to a coach.
Super sub.
Yeah, the sub situation is one where you're consistently spending more time than anything else talking about who the sub is. It's always a changing landscape of what kind of player you need, but they've got to have flexibility. If you play a forward as a sub or a backman or a tall, you restrict a little bit if you get an injury early. So you've got to have that in the back of your mind, but also you've got to go for form as well. You know, if a tall player's playing really well at reserves level, do you go with him because he's in form? So those decisions are debated every week.
Here we see Selwood on screen, coming back, he's been activated as the sub.
It's tough. I think going into each week you try and prepare and know your role, what you're going to try and do, but when you're playing sub you have literally no idea what you're going to do, if you're going to play forward, mid or back, and you're constantly just trying to be aware of the game and you constantly feel like you're a spectator but feel as though you have to be ready to go at any time.
Sheed just on as the sub was the man in the spot.
Bit of a tough role. You don't quite know when you're going to come onto the field or whatnot, or what position you'll be really playing in, but you just got to keep an open mind and just chill out on the bench until it's your turn to come on and then find another level.
I've never been a great fan of the sub rule. It's made it very difficult for the coaches, and it's certainly made it difficult for the players. You know, if you're an interchange player, you're a vital part of the 22. And so's the sub, because you have to activate the sub and use them well, but they sort of know that they're in or out, and I don't think that's great for anyone's mindset. I think it's detracted rather than assisted the game.
My opinion is I don't think it's a great rule, but you know, that's for other people to judge.
It's a bit of an awkward limbo position that you're in, but yeah, luckily I've only been there the once, so hopefully it doesn't happen. Thanks, Simo.